They're going to find out.
His own parents can't go to a movie theater in Long Island, and he says, well, that's the price of freedom.
Oh, really? His parents couldn't go to a movie theater?
They stopped going to the local movie theater in Long Island, wherever they live, because of the TSA. They have a scanner. They pat down going into a movie theater in Long Island.
Wow, I got to look that up. I know they're going in sports stadiums and stuff. So he's saying his parents won't let him do it, but I guess he's saying his parents are bad.
Well, his parents won't go to the movie theater now. If they used to go to the movies. They don't go to the movies anymore because they don't want to get patted down. And he's like, yeah, hey, look, that's an example.
Well, he loves to make, I've heard Stern enough, and he does do, a good imitations of his mother. So I'm going to do Howard Stern's mother right now. In fact, put a screen up so people, I'm going to be able to mic. I'm telling you, I am not going to have those men put their hands on my body. Isn't that right? You're absolutely right. We're not going to let them put their hands on my wife. Now, Howard, he's a little different. He likes to be a slave, but not me. So that's pretty good of Howard doing his parents, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, he didn't even do the voice for them, though. But that's not a bad impression compared, to what he does. Listen, I don't want to get these
Howard,
people in
why
trouble.
are you letting him do that to you, Howard? Howard, I'm your mother. I'm not bad. Shut up, Mom. You're going to a camp. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
There's you can. I did the person who answered the phone. I did give them a website where there's an archive of that show that aired Monday to make it easy for you to verify for yourself that I'm.
No, I'm
telling you the
sure he
truth.
did it. I listen like once a month when I'm scanning through XM, and I'm sure it's true. I mean, I know when it's his channel, because even if it's not him talking, you tune to it, and they're going, poo-poo, poo-poo, and all this stuff. And it's like, okay. I mean, it's just like what they do. I mean, what do you expect? I appreciate your call. Howard, I don't want them to touch me. Shut up, Ma. Let's go ahead and talk to Karen in Arizona. You're on the air, you evil American. Go ahead.
I am evil. Hi, Alex. Thanks for taking my call. I sent you an email about the 15th of June regarding my experience with TSA a couple of weeks ago. I actually worked for the airlines here in Arizona. Been there 11 years. I worked on 9/11, heard the cries of the people. And I've never even been asked to go through the scanner here at Sky Harbor. This was the first time. I was only taking a friend to the gate, and that's one of the privileges we have of being able to go through security with our ID. Yeah. So they asked me to go through the scanner. I declined it. A couple different scenarios happened while I was standing waiting to be patted down. Number one, a lady walked up with a little 5-year-old boy, and the TSA agent motioned her toward the metal detector, and she said, oh, no, he wants to go through this. He thinks it's fun. She wanted him to go through the scanner, which I turned at that point, and I said, are you kidding me? You're going to allow him to be radiated like that? I said, you better study what's going on here, honey.
She's like, death is fun. Oh, I love it.
Yeah. She just ignored me. But anyway, to try to make my story short, I went on through, and they proceeded to pat me down. And here's the problem I have, too. They don't disclaim anything that they might touch. All they state is they're going to rub their hands up the legs to where the leg meets the torso. Well, I've been patted down in Columbus and Miami, no problems. It has been professional, and I can honestly say that.
Very professional.
Yeah. Well, if you want to call it that.
No, but so what happened? We got a minute left.
Okay. Anyway, she proceeds to touch my crotch, and I only asked her a simple question, and then she stands up. I said, since when are you touching crotches now? She stands up, pulls back, calls her supervisor over, and it becomes a 45-minute fiasco.
I'm sorry. Please continue. Sorry.
It becomes a 45-minute fiasco. At that point, I was given, the federal security director came over, told me I had a choice to either complete the procedure with another agent or I would be investigated and charged with a civil suit.
Oh.
Yeah. So I was like, okay, bring her on, whatever. I just want to go home. I wasn't even flying that day. I was strictly walking a friend to the gate. And she didn't touch my crotch. I went home. A week later, I get called into HR. They want to hear my perspective. I am now being threatened with losing my flight benefits and or my job for asking a simple question by a TSA agent.
Well, that's called being a conspiracy theorist, to question a woman wanting to touch your genitals. Again, that's un-American, to think for yourself and ask questions. That's almost as bad as that woman videotaping police from her own yard. I mean, this isn't land of the free, home of the brave. If they do fire you, you got a major discrimination lawsuit. We want to have you on as a guest. Send us your info. Key info coming up.
GCN listeners, why have you been hearing so much about Dermatol, the all-natural, all-purpose first aid spray? Because it's the must-have first aid product you need in your preparedness kit. Dermatol is made in America by Americans who know there's a more affordable, natural way to treat cuts, burns, bites, rashes, shingles, boils, and many other skin problems. Dermatol is gentle enough for diaper rash, powerful enough for bed sores, and harmless to the eyes and mouth. It's great for the whole family, even your family pets. Dermatol is antimicrobial, antifungal, antiviral, and not diminished by freezing, extreme heat, or years in storage. Dermatol is an absolute must for any first aid or preparedness kit. Dermatol's soothing, rapid restoration of injured skin is so effective, it's guaranteed. Order yours today. Call 800-217-6677. 800-217-6677. That's 800-217-6677. Efficient, economical, effective. Spray it all with Dermatol.
They helped to create a new world order.
We are part of a new world order.
A new world order based upon collective action.
Invisible Empire is a damning indictment of the globalists through their own words and documents.
The new world order really is a tool for addressing a new world of possibilities.
It means all the world under their control.
The United Nations would take over America. The Trilateral Commission would control the world.
Invisible Empire chronicles how men of power and influence have worked in stealth for centuries to establish an oppressive world government.
I believe, first of all, that we now need nothing short of a world constitution for the global financial system.
Global governance with the establishment of the G20.
So it's going to be an inner ruling elite and then everyone else. And I got news for you. You're everyone else.
Invisible Empire. Secure your copy today at Infowars.com or PrisonPlanet.com, or watch it online in the highest quality at PrisonPlanet.tv.
Gold. It's like nothing else on Earth. From the Romans through the Renaissance, from the Industrial Age to the Space Age, gold has weathered the test of time. For 6,000 years, gold has remained the ultimate store of wealth. According to the World Gold Council and the U.S. Mint, demand is at an all-time high. The stage is being set for the reemergence of gold as the common-sense alternative to a fiat paper currency that gets weaker every day. Midas Resources is proud to offer the hard-hitting report that arms you with the truth you need to protect you and your family from the Fed's plans for your hard-earned money. Don't gamble with your future. Call Midas Resources today and ask for your free copy of As Good as Gold. Call 1-800-686-2237 for the report the Fed hopes you'll never see. As Good as Gold can be yours by calling 800-686-2237. If you have ever thought about owning gold, you must read this report. Call Midas today at 800-686-2237.
Is your church, school, or organization desperately looking for new fundraising ideas? Tired of the same old candles or candy, taking orders, inventory, and low profits? Well, here's great news. 10X Fundraising guarantees 10 times traditional profits with zero hassle. For an amazing free bonus, free shipping, and an extra 10% off, enter GCN when you go to 10xfundraising.com. That's the number 10, the letter X, fundraising.com. Or call 800-480-8797. Visit 10X Fundraising for 10 times the profit today.
Will you survive during the economic collapse or another deadly natural disaster? Your key to survival lies here at hardshoot.com. A former member of U.S. Special Operations knows what you'll need to survive in these hard times. Our online store arms you with extreme survival kits, self-heating food reserves, and more. For a limited time with any purchase, you'll also receive a 3-day survival kit absolutely free. Prepare now. The online store, www.hardshoot.com. www.hardshoot.com.
Well, it's very traitorous what's happened, and State Representative David Simpson told us about this morning. They rewrote the bill in the House to say that basically for any reason they can grope you. So they took a bill saying we're going to enforce the law that police or anybody else can't stick their hands down your pants without a warrant, and they've said now basically if government feels like it, they can. And they're now selling that. Now remember, the House unanimously voted a month ago to enforce the law and say you can't touch on the outside or the inside of the pants or skirt or whatever it is. And now they've twisted that to say, yes, TSA for any reason can basically give you a proctology exam if they want to. So the 95-year-old lady's dying of cancer. Get ready. A world of hurt's coming. This is all about federal power grab, federal occupation. It's all about checkpoints all across the country. Let's let the House know we're aware of their treason! 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 That tax your property and everything. These are scumbags that dress up so they can lay down on their backs for the federal government to come in here and grope our little girls and boys.
Yeah, you like it.
What this is a pedophile protection network. They think we don't know Perry killed the last bill while he claims he supports it. No matter what your policy is, the point is Rick Perry is a deceptive snake at the level of the devil. This is our capital. It doesn't belong to the offshore banks.
Years I served. I fought for the Constitution. Y'all should uphold it. Then my friends died.
The senators were visibly changed whenever they started the chanting outdoors, and then you were still filming, and Dewhurst's attention kind of came back to the Senate floor. When you moved just a few feet, he looked up. He was tracking your every move. He was very aware of the people in there, very aware of the people that were out in the hall, and very, very aware of that camera.
We've been in here before taping. I've been in here with media taping.
Well, that's the rules today. You can't have it.
Oh, rules today. Kind of like the speed limit's 55.
Look, I'm not going to do this with you.
Well, go get the police then.
Yeah, get the police.
So again, this is America now. We're in here peacefully sitting here, not doing anything. And he comes and he says, the rules today are that you can't videotape. The rules today. Now, usually the police get caught in here, and we've caught it before, where the police are, we're shooting live video as well, where the police, do their job and leave everybody alone. And we hope that's the case. But Rob's been here before when they're all voting for each other. Go ahead, there's Kirk Watson down here.
Whoever's going to bring that House Bill 79.
But here's the issue. National TV, the Drudge Report, Infowars.com, the whole world's watching. And what we learned from Texas will be used in other states to beat you globalist agents and mercenaries.
That's right.
And when we take America back, you Nazis are going to prison. Believe it. The lobbyists that serve tyranny, the politicians that serve tyranny are going to prison. This is only the beginning. The answer to 1984 is 1776. Ask yourselves, what are you doing in this time of great challenge? What are you doing to unlock minds? Go to Infowars.com and PrisonPlanet.tv for the latest headlines and cutting-edge information.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
The largest part of gaining radiant health is detoxification. You can drink ionized water, cleanse your intestines, eat a perfect diet, and even take lots of quality supplements and in many instances only make minimal progress.